Hello everyone, welcome on in and happy Wednesday. I hope everyone has had an amazing day today as we are back in Theros for our 8 points for the Ferryman campaign. I know the players have been excited because I've seen the gifs in the chat, in the Discord for like a week now. Like, is it Wednesday soon? Is it Wednesday?
What do you mean?
Which is just the best. As a GM, that is the best feeling. But before we get started with anything, I have to do the mandatory stuff, which is the music you're listening to right now is by Adrian von Ziegler. You can find all his music if you type in !music2 in the chat or head on over to the About section of this channel. Sound effects during the game is by Sirenscape. You can also find out all their stuff in the About section or on sirenscape.com, where you can get a free account and a bunch of free soundscapes. And the overlay, the starting soon screens, and all the maps were made in Incarnate by yours truly. If you want the maps I make, you can just head on over to our Discord. You can get them for free there. Just join the Discord in the art section. And you get access to the art section as soon as you become an adventurer, which you do by just chatting a little bit. And the VTT we're using is Above VTT, which is a browser plugin that integrates D&D Beyond into the play space. I think... Oh yeah, and if you type in !perks, you can see what you can do to help or hinder all the players in this campaign. You can also give the DM some cool stuff if you want. That, you know, things like hero points or twist points. You can add nat 20s, things, you know, things like that to the players if you feel like it. Yeah, and with that, And with that, I think that is all I need to do before we get started. Anyone want to give us a... No, wait, that's not it. Let's introduce the players. And let's start with Siri. Who are you and who will you be playing?
I am Lillith. I'm gonna play Siri, the tiefling bard who fucks up the party, apparently.
Next up, Drozan.
Yep, LupoZo. I'm Drozan, the centaur, and he likes to think he's the voice of reason and all this, but at the same time he is completely baffled by his compatriots in this party. Trying to figure them out. Very skeptical about all of this, but just wants to get through the mission as quickly as possible. That's what he wants to do.
Okay, Itu.
I am Sen, and I play Itu, the Leonin barbarian, who honestly just wants to get a good fight, praise his god, and save his sister, all the while amusing himself by watching the love triangle going around.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
This is the running joke of this entire campaign, and it will be one till the very end.
Yeah. Like a soap opera.
Yes.
I should not play a bard. I should never have played a bard.
You should not be the tieflings, there's something about them.
Ow.
Is this better, Chris? Oh, hold on. Ugh. The whole internet can hear my partner. Go. Perfect. Next up, let me do it. I know what I'm doing. Leo.
Hello, ClimbingNinja. I'm your everyday lovable farmer boy. Currently paralyzed, but we'll see what the day brings. Or night. Or resting. Yeah, night.
Hi, Cat. And last but not least, Victor.
I'm Viskugga, and I'm playing Victor ISD, or Victorious Day, a tiefling monk who gladly enjoys Leo being paralyzed at the moment and is also in love with Siri, but yeah.
I have
Yeah,
not
some
done
struggles.
anything. I have not done anything. I'm innocent.
Right.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Keep telling
Mhm.
myself that.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, with those introductions, anyone want to give us a recap of what happened last time?
How detailed you want it?
Just a quick recap for people who might have missed it. So it's like, what happened?
Paralyzed farm boy got assaulted by Yandere.
Oh god.
Basically summarize it.
I mean, it's a good summation, but
I was spotted on.
We finally found the first coin. No
Oh,
one
that also
actu-
happened, yeah.
Yeah, we finally fought the Triton.
But that's what that's
cares
important. The teabag is
Who
much more
cares
important.
about that? This love drama that you want. This is a big epic.
I
No one
won't read
cares
my
about
notes.
the fight.
We finally fought the warlord. Got our coin after Leo's quick thinking of harpooning him and binding him to the mast, but got paralyzed while trying to do that and did not let go of the rope. We managed to murder the Triton.
Technically,
That's
is
was the plan.
Massacred.
is it murder if he fights back? Well, like if he attacks first?
Is it murder if he died once already?
Is it murder
True.
if he sends people to curse everything inside, taint the waters, and then didn't even have the courtesy to let us finish our first fight? Like that alone is an offense worthy of that to E2. You don't
Is
interfere
it
in a man's
murder on
fight.
the dance floor?
Murder on the dogs.
On the dance floor.
And E2 managed to see Siri topless.
It was nothing special.
We've gone for epic boss battle to topless tiefling.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, thanks for reminding me that you sent Victor your way.
It's like those Dear Playboy letters. You'll never guess what happened to me the other day.
Oh, shit. I didn't mean
Just
to do that.
finished fighting an epic battle,
Nice.
and they walked in on a naked woman.
Yeah.
Topless.
I was trying to close it, but apparently that didn't allow me to do that. So,
And,
you know
and,
that.
and Victor squatted Leo, threatening him to be a good boyfriend or back off.
Yeah, the
I was
teabag
quite
with-
confused.
I feel like the back off was much more stronger than be a good guy.
Well, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Laughing is apparently deadly. Okay.
Yep.
Well, then we're all dead.
Well, I took a sip of water and then someone decided to mention the teabagging and then I had water in my nose and started coughing and my throat is already sore, so you know.
You'll be fine.
I'll be
We're gonna be nice
fine.
this session.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Press
Session
X to
7 of you
doubt.
saying that.
I mean, I know my dice roll is shit, but I would like to insight that.
You can do that.
I mean, that's a 15, so I don't believe you.
Okay. Fair enough.
But yeah. In the aftermath of the battle against Raldas, the warlord Triton, you have all been given rooms in this abandoned house. And
Siri took the biggest room with the biggest bed. Just saying.
And yeah, you have been allowed to stay there for the night, even though it is still early afternoon. Well, mid-afternoon. You have been there. Yeah, you've been given lodging in this house. Unfortunately, there is no food or anything of the sort left in this house. All of it had been taken out and divided among the survivors in the village, as they were slowly starving to death thanks to the lion.
He was nice.
Yeah.
They just attacked him first.
I mean, yes, that's fair. But yeah, you now have the run of this house, while the large lion has taken up residence just outside the gates, waiting to see if the curse has actually been lifted or if it something else needs to be done. He has promised not to attack unless provoked, and he is happily holding on to the head of the warlord for now. Yeah, I mean, he's a construct, he doesn't care.
Yeah. My cloak, though.
Yes, your cloak is ruined.
Yeah, she's gonna look for a new cloak in this house.
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Yes. Let's see. Investigation?
Yes. Wish I could close that door properly, but then the cat's gonna start yowling. With a 10, you do find a what looks like a closet. Opening it, you find a bunch of outdoors clothes. Among them, a very, very simple cloak. It is barely a step up from burlap, but it's warm and it keeps water out, unless it gets drenched.
It works. Also gonna find a shirt.
Yep.
Just to have.
Yep.
Careful when you're changing.
It's not
E2 might
me
be
who's
around
gonna
the corner.
change. It's not me I'm gonna change on.
Okay.
Okay.
Just imagine this huge Leonin trying to hide in the cupboard, like peeking through the crack.
Oh,
So
he
you
did.
know those cat memes, like if I sit, if I fits, I sit.
Yes.
Yeah.
It will be just like that. Just if I fit in the cupboard, I'll sit in the cupboard.
I don't.
At least that's how you can imagine it.
He didn't find Siri interesting at all, so he didn't care. So
No.
she's like, he's not gonna do anything.
No, there's not enough
weird.
muscle on you, girl.
I have 13, I think.
Yeah, for a bard, she's very strong.
I have 12 in strength.
It's surprisingly a bit above average, but it's not enough. You need at least a 16 to interest me.
Eh, fair enough. She's not interested in you, so that's fine.
That works, that works.
Perfect. I wouldn't want to be killed in my sleep.
Just put on a belt of giant strength and you'll be fine.
Fair too.
We're not
Gauntlets
there
work
yet.
as well.
We're not entirely
Gauntlets
there
of
yet.
August strength are easier to get. They're only uncommon.
So I'm guessing Siri hears the rest of people coming in.
I'm carrying Leo in on and putting him on a chair in the kitchen. And
Yep.
I'm kind of patting me on the shoulder, and I say, "You'll probably get better soon. Like, give it another 10-15 minutes. Should be fine."
Yep.
Stay put. Don't go anywhere.
Drozan was kind of. I did decide, obviously, to give them their space so they could have their chat. And as we left it in the last game, actually, I was outside. So actually, I kind of was like, just watching from the door, but still outside the building, just watching to
Watching the squatting.
see. Watching Victor basically gently dabbing his bits on Leo's head.
It wasn't on his head,
What?
but
What?
Yes. good.
See, Joe, I'm behaving. I'm actually behaving this time.
No,
Oh, no.
I was watching just because Victor is still pretty new to me and he seems strange, so I don't really trust him.
it's pretty strange.
but yeah, as Victor brings Leo in, I kind of walk in with them. Then I kind of join them and walk in. So I kind of like lend a little hand, like putting Leo down somewhere comfortable.
Yeah.
Because I felt a bit bad, like I'm just leaving him there by the fountain as a cleric.
Yeah, it is.
You're all in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Yep.
Great, then hearing the commotion, Itu will come to the kitchen to see what's going on here.
Siri will go there, but after him, I guess, because she had to put on clothes. After she fixed them.
How's the farm boy doing? You feeling better?
He should be fine in like 10-15 minutes or so, maybe.
Great.
Once the poison wears off, he should be.
You still have a
starting
lion to
move.
kill.
We're not killing the lion.
Why not? It's a good fight. We'll bring honor to the gods.
You're not bringing honor to my god, who actually created him.
Ito is like... You can't see me because I don't have a working camera, but... throwing his head from one side to the other thinking... Bringing honor to the gods, dishonoring one god. It's like measuring what is more worth. Fine.
Thank you.
Victor's like,
The
I
next
don't
giant
think
lion
it's
we
a
see,
good
we
idea.
fight.
Well, if you're gonna fight him, I'm not with you. I'm just saying.
Perforus kind of created our species, so it would be kind of wrong to attack one of his beings.
Yeah, that's why I said let's do the next giant lion then.
As long as it's not created by my god. Sure.
Listen, if some of your
We'll
creation of
find
your god
something
try to
to
kill
kill.
us, we will fight.
We'll find something to kill.
There's more fish people you can most likely slaughter somewhere.
Those aren't a challenge, as they have proven today. There will
If
be
you
no
go
honor
by
in that.
yourself, maybe.
Of course not. There will still not be a challenge.
So Siri brought a shirt, and she's actually going to take off Leo's armor and shirt because she wants to fix them. Yeah.
It's gonna be a challenge because he's kind of paralyzed.
Kind of
She's
stuff.
still-
I'm
she's
not
still
resisting.
He can't resist, but it's like I'm holding a rope, kind of situation.
She's basically
Can
like,
I suggest you wait for like 10-15 minutes?
Wait, I
he's
thought that
gonna
Leo-
resist me when... He's
I
gonna
thought Leo was
resist
fluffy.
when...
Well, in that case, I'm gonna take his hands and I'm gonna kind of like move them to the side if I can. I'm gonna
Well,
try.
he can't move his muscles on his own. Like the grip on the rope was stiff, but you could have probably bent them out.
Yeah, I will try to do that.
So
But sorry, just to clarify, I thought that because in the last session I asked, like, is
Yeah.
he stiff or is he floppy? And you said he was kind of floppy.
well, I said you can move his limbs, but he can't move them on his own.
So
So
he's kind of like a mannequin.
yeah.
Oh no, but then that's what I wanted to do. Like, so if
Yeah.
you move his hand, is it gonna stay there?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sorry. Well, gravity is
yeah.
still a thing, so he'll probably fall down. But yeah, sorry, I misunderstood you then. But yeah, he's kind of like a mannequin. He can't move his limbs on his own.
Okay. Well, just for the record, I wanted to make him pick his own nose. But that's gone now, so let's just move on.
Well, you can still do it.
Nah, shame you guys are already manhandling him. I think it's enough.
But I'm kind of wrestling up his fingers then.
She's just basically undressing him and taking on one of the shirts she found and be like, I'm just gonna fix it, Leo. It's gonna be fine. And it's not the first time I unbutton you either, so it's fine.
Can my cheeks at least turn red? 'Cause, like a flow
Yes.
of blood just goes to my cheeks.
I don't think that's a muscle reaction. I mean,
No,
it's
it's
not-
blood.
Yeah, it's just happening.
Like the flow of blood stops in my chest and it goes to my cheeks.
So she does like undressing him and then putting on one of the shirts. Maybe a little bit too big for him, but she's like, that works. And she's
Nice.
gonna be like, I'm just gonna fix it and wash off the blood. And she's kind of like looking at your chest where you got struck and kind of look a little bit guilty and sad. And she's like, well, you guys have him, so I'm just gonna find somewhere to wash and fix and yeah, bye.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere I can actually wash this shit?
Yeah, there is a one of those cranky things just outside where you can get water, fresh water
Those-
from a well, and there's a basin in the kitchen where you can bring the water to.
So she does that.
Yeah.
Goes to the well, getting the water, going back in, and to the basement.
Basin, not basement. It's
I was like, basement?
yeah, no,
we have
it's
basement?
it's like a big sink in the kitchen.
Yeah, and she just goes over there and starts like humming to herself while washing off the blood.
Yeah, as you do that, as Siri comes back into the kitchen, Leo, you start realizing that you're starting to get control over your muscles again. It just starts like a tingling, like you've been sitting on your hand or your foot, and then it moves through your whole body, and then like, finally I can do stuff again.
I think when I can move my mouth, because when I was holding the rope, I was probably grinding my teeth together. So immediately a big pool of drool is going to come out of my mouth because I've just been stuck in this gritted teeth position for over an hour. Just
Want a handkerchief, darling?
no, this is fine. I just kind of used like the oversized shirt to like wipe my mouth.
Okay. She continues washing.
Victor's standing in the corner, somewhat
I'm sure.
in dismay.
Glowering.
When he's blushing, he's kind of turning. Like when Leo's blushing, Victor's kind of getting black on her cheeks instead, or green, you know.
What have I done?
Trojan's just gonna like. Sorry, I had to just run out the room for a second. Are we all in the same room, or are we split up in different rooms?
You're
I
all
think it's-
still in the kitchen. Siri just
Okay.
went to grab water to wash Leo's clothes.
I'm just gonna ask them. So it doesn't seem this house does not seem to be furnished with rations for us for tonight. Do you have rations, or shall we try and find something?
I can
Thank
go ask around and see if I can whip something up. And I'll
Did
start
you
this-
not forget
is-
the people here don't have any food?
I do have
because of
some
the
vegetables.
of
Really.
I still have some rations as well.
I have
I have some
rations, but
vegetables. We can cook those with the fish.
You still have some fish left over, yeah?
Yep.
it does make me wonder about the village. Do they have enough food? Because if they've been kept in these in these town walls by the lion,
Well,
they will get enough food because the other
I-
village is really close, so they can probably trade with them.
yeah, I just told them not to attack the lion, and they are basically free to go as long as they don't attack him.
okay.
So I told them they can just like go and get their stuff if they wanted to.
Okay.
Well, if you've got some vegetables, I could probably make some vegetable stew with that. I mean, it's not too hard.
Yeah, it's in my bag.
I'll immediately run over to the bag, and what room are we in?
You're in the
kitchen.
kitchen right
Kitchen.
now.
Oh, okay. I immediately move to the kitchen and see what equipment there is. And I would like to roll for make a hearty vegetable stew, if I could please, Jay.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just.
It's
Hey,
a
hey, hey.
DC. It's a relatively easy thing to make, so hopefully I can do it. It's DC 5.
Cat, that's my.
You can definitely feel that.
Oh,
Oh,
There you go.
seriously?
there's definitely some stiffness still in my arms then, and sort of as I'm cutting the vegetables, I'm gonna say I'm gonna cut my finger because it just didn't move when I was chopping really fast, and I'm gonna take damage for that.
Do you want some help with making food while I let your shirt dry?
Actually, should you be cooking at all at the moment?
I can cook too, you know.
Yeah, she is pretty good at cooking.
Normally I'm quite good at cooking.
Yeah, but you've been stiff for like an hour. Maybe just get some rest.
She tries
Sit
to be
down,
like
relax.
she tries to be like pushing him away from the kitchen at the moment. You can cook when you feel better, okay?
Victor kind of pulls him in back in the on the shirt, on the back of the shirt. Come here.
I mean it's fine. Okay. I'll sort of sadly leave the room.
He's not necessarily dragging him out of the room, but he's basically pulling you to the closest chair and just sit down.
No, I'm
Rest
gonna.
a bit.
I will like try and leave the room. As he sits me down, I'll just get up and leave the room and find somewhere quiet to sit.
I think he just wants to move his legs, Victor.
Yeah,
He's been stiff for what, an hour?
yeah, roughly an hour.
So she kind of like hangs up his shirt and starts taking over the cooking and taking away the blood from the cutting board. Do I have to roll for making food?
I mean, if you want, it's a thing that we introduced for Leo. But if you want to roll and see if you can salvage the stew that he started making, sure.
I try.
Do you
What
need
do I
help?
roll?
Can I help?
Wait, straight D20.
Straight D20. How would you like to help, Victor?
I help with like chopping and mixing things. Just in general, like when you cook as two people, basically.
Yeah, sure.
So I recreate some 90s sitcom.
Oh, I roll with advantage.
Sure.
Okay.
Remember, even with advantage, you can still fail by rolling 2 net ones.
Yes.
Happened before.
Oh, yes. The
Oops.
both of those would pass. So it's a 5 and a 10. The DC is 5, so you pass.
I saved the food.
Yes. You managed
Barely.
to salvage the food. I mean, a 10 is 5 over, so it turns out pretty good. It's a pretty easy recipe. Leo just accidentally failed it because he couldn't move fast enough. And there's a cat on my dice tray. Thank you. Yeah. It takes roughly an hour to make the stew. By that time, Leo, your hand has stopped bleeding since long. And yeah, it seems rather cozy. The noises from outside are very, very dimmed. Like, even compared to the other places you've been so far. It is very quiet. It is very obvious that not many people are moving about in this place. Oh my god. The stew, it's very hearty, and Leo's recipe worked well, especially combined with Victor and Siri's work. Sorry, my throat is a bit sore. Is there anything you would like to do before you get your long rest?
I want to
Victor...
clean my war axe.
Huh?
Absolutely.
Like at the dinner table.
Bleh.
So uncouth.
Victor is probably gonna go outside and find a quiet corner around the house, preferably around some bushes, or if not, by the fountain.
Sure.
And meditate
Yeah.
for maybe an hour before going to bed.
Absolutely. We can absolutely do that.
Trozon will also leave the house and go down to the dock, kind of where we were before, just to similarly to Victor, actually, just to kind of pray and kind of look at nature and, you know, the beautiful sea and whatnot, and make some prayers, and then he'll come back to the house after that.
I guess the shirt is dry by now.
It's only been like
Okay.
an hour. Well, with you eating, it would been like 2-3 hours. It's almost dry, but not quite. You know that kind of damp feeling when you
Yeah,
your
but it's
clothes
like
is
still,
almost.
it's still fine to like try and fix it.
Yeah, it would be.
She starts like taking out her needle and thread and everything and starts like fixing it.
Wait, don't you have mending?
I'm gonna use that on the letter because I can't fix the letter.
I mean,
So,
you could
but
use
she-
mending to fix your clothes and your cloak.
Yeah, but she loves sewing. She loves fixing and
Didn't she
making
fail
clothes.
fixing her cloak?
It was full of Triton blood and brain goo. She didn't want it back.
Mending and 3D testing.
Prestidigitation, yes.
Yes, that's what I meant.
She's a lady. She didn't want it back.
The cat is
So
now
use
sleeping
that.
on my dice.
The cat is blessing your dice.
Or cursing them.
Oh,
Or cursing them.
That's
mean, it
true,
can't
it's a
really
cat,
get-
it could be both.
I mean, it can't really get any worse than I already rolled, so...
So she takes kind of like a little freehand, like starting to add stuff, like leaves and stuff on his collar. Like, just like making it prettier than
Aw,
it was.
nice.
Wait,
And cast mending on his leather armor because it looked like shit.
Yes, it got pretty torn up in the fight.
So she
whilst
cast
Ito
mend-
is cleaning his axe, he will call out. Did anyone get that reward from the old guy? He promised us?
What?
The reward, did anyone already collect it?
No? Wasn't it a reward enough to actually have somewhere to actually stay? And we don't even know if the curse is lifted yet.
That's true.
So I
Suppose
thought
we should
maybe
wait
not
until
get
we're
paid
sure.
before we actually do the shit we were supposed to do.
Very true. I agree with you.
Dro's just looking at these guys like.
Did you get a good walk, Drosen?
Yes, I did. I went down to the water's edge and said my prayers.
She's just
And-
imagining, of course, walking by the seacoast at this moment, like. Yeah.
It's party, really.
And yes, I feel this is a very new place to me, but I do obviously recognize, nature is nature, and this coastline is beautiful, and I do appreciate it.
Yeah, I love
Is
the
it?
sea as well.
I thought it was filled with dead fish people and tainted water.
You
I
know,
went
not
I went on a little bit further.
Ah, I see. That makes more sense.
Yeah, I didn't go right where we killed the guys. I went further down the coast. It's, 10-minute walk down the coast.
Has Victor come back yet?
You guys should really try to appreciate nature a bit more.
I'm
I appreciate
probably
it.
out a bit longer.
Okay. I appreciate nature. Nature.
I appreciate nature doing my hunts.
I too enjoy the hunt, but I think that the hunt should be always respectful and responsible.
Hunting
not-
is to kill animals and get food, clothes, trophies. I am respectful by using everything I kill.
Well, then I think we are in agreement there. I think that yes, I hunt myself, and I've always hunted since I was young, but it's always been for purpose. It's never just been for sport. And I think what in my religion, it's always been offering a prayer to the creature which I've hunted, just to show my respect.
Respect is good. And I guess she's finished with fixing that, and she's like, yeah, this looks good. And you can basically just see like a branch kind of like with leaves going around the collar. She's like, yeah, much better.
You are quite adept at that.
Yeah, I made my clothes since I was small, so. And I like sitting doing this stuff, so.
You have many talents.
Oh,
Glad to
thank
see
you.
it.
And she kind of like does this with her hair, like.
Could you mend this? I'm gonna pass her like this little bit like satchel thing. I want to pass it to her, like it's got a hole in the bottom. Could you sew this up?
Yeah, I can sew it up, and she starts like finding a different thread, with, and kind of like looks at all the colors, what would make it better.
She's gonna bling my satchel.
Yeah, and she starts fixing that too.
Okay. Amazing,
Victor
thank
probably
you.
comes in by that time.
Want anything fixed, Victor? I'm already working so good at the moment.
He kind of looks at himself. I'm fine. I mean, there's some blood on my clothes, but
Want me to wash it?
it's gonna probably be bloody again. It's probably a waste of time.
If you say so. And
I mean,
yes,
if you want to.
I have a time. And I guess she sits there for an hour fixing his satchel. And she have like kind of like smally embroidery, kind of like small like waves,
Oh, that's lovely.
like the sea. It's just like they're chosen, and she's like, fix it.
Oh, that is very, very nice. Thank you so much. And he kind of takes up and holds it up and looks at it, like pokes the hole where the hole was, and it's like,
It holds.
it's amazing. Thank you.
pretty
So-
If I can do anything for you, just let me know.
Just give me another ride, and I'm fine.
Okay.
And she goes over to Victor and be like, come on.
He kind of sighs a bit and then says, all right, well, it will be the first time you see all scars, so just promise not to pay any mind. And he, all
What?
right,
And she kind of like looks around a little bit.
and he takes off the shirt that is, it's like white silk with golden embroidery on it, and it's very thin and very good quality actually. But as he takes it off, you can see like 10 scars across his whole chest. One is by his throat, a big gash kinda, and then there's like several scars of different sizes, but mainly you gather that it's like dagger stabs or sword stabs or slashes. And you can also see on the back he has like one large scar across his neck from the right side down to his left shoulder, and then he has 2 stabs, one very close to the heart, but from the back, and
They really did a number on you, didn't they?
and then one more kind of down by the kidneys, and he says, well, they really wanted me dead, and I really
can
didn't want to
tell.
give them the pleasure.
I'm just saying it's not gonna be dry till the morning. Just saying.
That's fine.
And she goes over to the sink again.
By the way, you had a lot of thread, did you? Can I get some?
What do you want it for?
Did you find any more threads somewhere else that's not yours?
No, I haven't looked around for threads, but I basically should. I used quite a lot actually.
All right.
So if you wouldn't mind maybe getting some new water for me and looking for some thread, that would be nice.
All right. I'll go get some water and try to look for some thread or strings, or both.
Yeah,
Good.
sure. While you do that, Leo, what are you doing? You're muted.
He
Alright.
disappeared.
Yes, silence wizard.
I think while they were cooking, I could hear them cooking and having fun and whatnot. And I kind of feel a little bit blue.
He didn't
so
join
I-
us for dinner?
So I attempt to escape via a window.
Wait, he didn't join for dinner?
And he escaped. Would we not have noticed that he disappeared for like hours?
I mean,
Okay.
I didn't even know it.
okay.
If I knew he wasn't there for dinner, she would have been like, where the fuck did he go?
It would probably okay. He would have probably like not came to join you for dinner, and if someone come to bring him a bowl, he would have just thanked you and stayed
She
where he
would
was.
basically have just brought him a bowl and be like, soon done with your clothes.
And I'll just say something like I'd be along in a moment, but I never
Okay.
did. And I've gone out the window and I rolled a natural 20, so
Yeah. I think the highest passive perception of any of you is 16, and he rolled a 23, so no problems there.
That's fine.
and I just begin to follow the wall, placing my hand along the wall and feeling the structure of it. And I just like to keep walking until I can find somewhere where I can get to a field.
Yeah.
Would that be the main entrance?
Yeah, the main entrance is where the field leads to. It is a very well fortified town in that it only has 2 entrances, one from the ocean and one from the land side. So you would have to go up to the land side to find the way to the fields.
Is that sheer rock face? I'm gonna have a hard time getting up, or could I climb it?
It is pretty difficult, so I would ask for a roll to get up the rock face. Not the first one, you can probably just sneak by a little
yeah,
bit.
I'll try rolling. I'm quite adventurous. And I'm pretty desperate to get there, so... an athletics check?
Yes. Athletics or acrobatics, your choice. I mean, that works, yeah. You easily scale. Finding footholds is not difficult once you start spotting them. And handholds are very easy to come by.
Okay. And I'd just like to make my way to the field, and I'd like to walk through it a little bit. Bit like those that have seen the film Gladiator.
Yeah.
Walking through it with my fingers in there. Finding a sensible place where I can pray to Karmetra.
Yeah, let me see if I can find you on this thing. There it is. So there's a spot that seems to be pretty close to the city wall, where the grains and the rye has survived. The lion walking back and forth, and it's been sheltered from the winds by the wall itself, so a lot of the rye seems to be in pretty decent condition.
What kind of stage is this rye at? Is it like grown, or is it still growing?
It would be at the same stage as the one down by the first village you went to, so... And I can't remember what I said that was, but it was still growing, but pretty close to being done, if I remember right. There's cat hairs everywhere.
I kind of pull a few of the seeds from it off and take a smell, just smell them, and then I close my eyes and I pray. I just say to goddess of the harvest, I feel that I'm letting down my friends. I couldn't even cook a meal for them. I feel so ashamed. But I also feel that I did some good and was able to protect them from that Triton. And I think this is my way forward. I think I'm here to protect them. And I think I'm ready to take my oath.
Absolutely. So yeah. You feel like a rustling through the rye against your legs and against your hand. The wind the breeze around you gets just a little bit warmer. And you get the scent of ripe apples wafting over the field, even though there are no apple trees anywhere near you. So yeah, which oath are you taking?
I will be taking the Oath of the Crown.
Nice. Okay, I'm not entirely familiar with that one, but I can be.
Its ideas are about protecting civilizations. You're a watchful guardian on walls, standing against chaotic tides and barbarism that threaten and tear down civilizations. So yeah, I'm taking an oath to protect people and their livelihood under the crown of who I kind of believe in, which are the 12.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I've looked it up, and as you make your oath, that scent of apples goes round your head like a not like a crown, but like a band just around your head before it seems to fade away. Yeah. So now you have some extra oath spells as well. Nice. Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
I take the seeds that are in my hand. I just say thank you, my lady, and I, with my one free hand, I dig some soil aside, and I place the rye seeds back in, and then I pile the earth on top of it, and then my prayer there, and start heading back.
Nice. So yeah, Victor, investigation check to find thread.
Nope.
Yeah, you go through drawers, you go through boxes and chests and crates, but it seems that everything has been picked clean in with everything that is even remotely useful. You managed to find a few ragged clothes that you could probably get some thread from if you like unravel them, but they are pretty worn, and even at a cursory glance you can tell that it might work in a pinch, but it's not something you would use for long term.
Okay. In that case, I'll just go get water.
Yep.
And when I return, I go to Syrian and say, "Could only find some rags with probably very worn out thread if we could take it out. But I'll buy you some. I'll buy you some.
I can buy some.
No, it's on me. But here's water, and thanks.
You're welcome. And she starts washing the silk very carefully, because she knows how silk works.
And
Don't
then
start
he's gonna
yawning.
go to a corner, sit down, and he's gonna take about 10 feet of rope, and he's gonna cut it off, and he's gonna start kind of tearing it off by splitting the rope and make strings out of it, if
Okay.
possible. So he gets a few stumps of about 10 feet strings.
Yeah, absolutely. Unraveling rope is not difficult, so I'm not gonna have you roll for that.
Right.
It's gonna take a while because rope is turned very tightly, but it's not difficult. It's just tedious.
Yeah.
And by the end, your hands are going to feel very sore from just working the rope.
Yeah.
But it's not enough to cause actual damage. It's just you're very sore.
Yep. How much string would you say I get?
What kind of rope are we talking?
Hempen rope.
Hempen rope. I'd say you get 12 pieces of hemp string from it. So four in each braid and three long strings have been wound together.
Wait, how many did you say?
12 pieces.
12 pieces. Of 10 foot then.
Yeah.
Right.
And your rope is now 40 feet long.
Yep. I changed it in my inventory.
Yeah.
So.
There we go. Anyone else who wants to do something before nighttime?
I have to deliver the leather armor and shirt to Leo.
Leo, have you made your way back yet?
What?
Muted.
You're muted.
There.
Still muted?
There we go. Now we can hear
I
you.
would say probably not.
Yeah.
So she's gonna be like going around the house like, okay.
You're looking for someone?
Has anyone actually seen Leo?
Yeah, he left.
Oh. Wait, what?
Would you have seen him?
I might have seen him walk away.
I mean, you could have, but like he rolled a 23 on the stealth check.
Oh, sorry, yeah, no, fuck that. I have seen nothing.
I don't know. It was. I mean, you went to give him some food.
Has he eaten the food before he left?
We can't hear you.
No, I haven't.
Okay. So there's a bowl with food still there.
And now
I'm
she
gonna
thinks
say
her
to-
cooking sucks.
I'm gonna say to Victor, what did you? What was that conversation then? It seems to have rattled him a little bit.
Nothing in particular. Just.
Are you sure you didn't offend him in some way?
I'm pretty sure I didn't offend him. I just told him some things. Nothing that would scare him off. Thing. Or well, maybe. I don't know. Probably not.
Do I see that one of the windows are open?
Are you checking for it?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you would feel that there's a breeze coming through the open shutters.
I'm totally not smart enough to close the window after me.
Yeah. Yeah, you would feel that there's a breeze coming through the open shutters.
She's gonna jump through the window
Okay, are you
or climb.
Are you trying to follow him?
No, she's just trying to see where the fuck he went.
Okay. How far out would you say Leo is at this point? It's been like 3 hours.
I would say he's on his way back, but he's dawdling, so he's kind of at peace with himself, so he's kind of relaxed coming back.
Yeah.
So I'd probably say he's almost back within the walls.
Okay. From your position right now, Siri, you can't see him. But if you would move around and actually look, you'd probably come upon him sooner or later.
Yeah, she's just gonna go around a little, like looking around to see if she sees anyone.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Perception.
Yes. Yeah. In the quiet of the village, it is not difficult to hear the crunching of something like boots on gravel. There's no one out here right now. None of the villagers are outside. It is almost pitch black because there are no lights. And standing still, you can just about hear footsteps on gravel. It is extremely faint because the DC was 12, so you can barely hear it.
Okay. She's just gonna wait there and see who comes.
I continue to follow the wall the way I got there, because I
Yep.
can't see in the dark.
That is
Oh,
fair.
thank
Oh, that's true, yeah. You can't see in the dark. I can't see you. But yeah. Siri, give me another perception check. See if this one is better. Now I'm going to try and find Leo.
Nope.
Yeah, no. The sounds fade away. And you have no idea where they went. It is now completely quiet.
And she's just gonna look up at the stars.
Yeah.
Enjoying the sea breeze, reminding her of home.
You can hear faint waves, but nothing. There's nothing else.
So I did tell him though that he should not hurt Siri,
Oh god.
or else I would break every bone in his body, basically. But I mean, that's natural, right? If you if you like someone very much, you want to make sure they're safe, right?
But then there's also obsession.
No, no, not that kind, because okay, so I like her, but I don't think I'm good enough for her. But I want to make sure that she's safe. That makes sense.
Sorry, who are you asking?
Yeah, I'm talking to you since you asked me about what I thought.
It just seems very strange.
What do you mean strange?
Sorry, hang on 1 second. Are we in character or is this like
In character.
outside?
In character.
In character, okay.
Yeah.
In character, okay. I'm just going to say to him, well, from what I can see, you care greatly about her, and this is good. It's always, and I'm sure she does appreciate it.
I'm not sure if she
however-
does, but hopefully.
I'm sure she does. She's a good young lady. But I would be careful if I were you, because love can turn into obsession. Obsession can turn into jealousy and greed and envy, and this could not end well for you or her. If you love her, let her make her own decisions. You obviously respect her, so therefore you can trust that she will make the right decisions.
I don't trust her to make the right decisions. Based on how she's been acting with Leo, and I'm pretty sure you noticed that she's kind of playful. It's hard to tell if she's actually serious or not, and Leo's a good guy.
She is, and he is naive, but I think he's learning very quickly by being in our party.
Yeah, probably too fast.
But
You
at
should
the
want
same
to take
time-
it steps by steps.
Yes, but I would just be wary, because, as I say, love can turn into obsession very quickly, and then that will not end well.
That is true.
And also
it
for
is-
yourself as well as her. I think you need to perhaps. I know it's very difficult, but you perhaps need to sort of step back a bit and sort of see yourself outside of a relationship with her.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to do, which is why I told him that if she's serious, he's a good guy. But if he hurts her, I will beat him to death. But
I see. I did not know this. Okay, well, this is a good example of what I was talking about. I think Leo is very innocent and honest. I think
yes,
from my first judgment of him. Obviously, you know him much better than I do. But I do not think that he's the type of rogue who would take advantage of a woman. And therefore, I think you
he's
should
not.
let things play out. She is probably more likely to break his heart than than he hers.
Yeah.
So,
probably. Yeah, she's
so I
breaking
would
hearts
not-
every tavern. She's breaking hearts all the time.
But then perhaps you should be more of a supporter. I'm not saying, wrong words. Perhaps you should be more supportive of Leo, because he's probably going through something which he's not experienced before.
I don't think I can.
Well, if you cannot, then it's best perhaps to step aside, and I will be happy to talk to him. I am not familiar with your customs and your rituals, courting rituals. For me and my filly, it was very much a case of galloping around the paddock and the fields. But it's very, very different. I can understand that.
That sounds very different. Yes, indeed.
But I think that love, in the end, is something which is shared across any species, and I think that I can somehow advise him. Not that I'm that much older than him, but he seems very naive for a young man living
Yep.
on the farm.
He's
Uh,
very.
I'm happy to have a chat with him in your stead, because I know it's be awkward for you. But yes, perhaps that's the best thing to do. Just take a
Well,
take
what
a-
kind of talk would you have with him? What would you say? Like, what kind of words are we talking about here, roughly?
I don't know yet. It depends on what he says. Conversations are two-way.
Oh, yeah, maybe I should have done the talk while he wasn't paralyzed.
Well,
Well-
yes. I mean, I don't have a speech prepared. I would speak to him and see how he feels, and maybe advise depending on what he says.
Hmm.
Yeah, Ethu. What are you doing while these two are discussing interactions with Leo?
Hey kids, listen up.
I take out. The second they started, I took out my loot and was just playing this. Just a tune fitting the scene. Just a slow tune.
That's
Just
a loot too?
setting the sphere.
He's
But
playing.
we only had a liar.
I have a liar. Yes, I am after all a performer at heart.
Oh, brilliant! He's playing mood music to our conversation.
Yes.
I think I actually have something for that. Let's see if Sirenscape wants to cooperate.
Oh. You play some Simply Red as well.
Yes. Shall I roll performance to see how well I do it, or?
Well, if you want it to be a performance, sure. Otherwise, it could just be like,
Background music.
yeah.
True. Or at least a liar check to see how well I play the liar.
Yeah.
Which is actually just the same as my performance. Wait. I have proficiency with both performance and the liar.
Yes.
Would I get advantage on...
That just means you
Using
can
it?
pick one. What happened to my camera?
That's very weird.
Yes.
That's very weird. So let's roll d20 plus 2. Plus 4. It's the same as performance, so let me just roll performance then, see how it goes. Hey, dirty 20.
It is a very nice background music. Very nice. It's so subtle and
But
comforting.
I didn't
that-
even notice it.
No, you don't even notice that it's there. It's totally like if you were the protagonist in a musical. Just that. This-
He's taking my job.
Just randomly start singing Phantom of the Opera or something.
I said
know
comforting
why.
music.
Comfort.
Well, E2 is more just more instrumental than actual singing and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, when
although-
once you finish your dead talk,
Yeah.
you will notice the music that's been playing
How long have you been playing that music?
since the start.
You are.
You're thinking this is funny. don't you?
surprising.
Yes, it's actually quite amusing.
Jake
Well,
is
this is happening after like maybe 5 minutes of stargazing. She would have walked kind of like on the outer side of the wall just to watch the sea.
Sure.
Yeah.
You would have just missed Leo.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Oh. Oh.
Leo,
She-
yeah.
She left like beside the bowl. She kind of like folded his shirt and his armor, and she also left like 5 gold pieces for him.
Okay.
to pay for the boat to River Steam. Oh wait, that's 2 silver.
Oh,
No.
Athreos will take any coin. Just as long as you give him some form of pay, or give them some form of payment. The moon is slowly rising over the horizon as its night is falling, and the moonlight glitters across the waves as you stand there, Ciri. Leo, you notice that it is a lot easier to see as the moon starts shedding light. It's not easy, but you can start telling shapes. Like, oh, that was a tree, or that contour in the distance looks like a house.
Oh, yeah, definitely on the right track. And I'll probably break out into a hum because I'm enjoying this evening walk. So I'm just.
Yeah.
Blissfully unaware that Siri's trying to find me.
Please tell me that you're doing The Lion Sleeps Tonight.
Oh, whip, whip.
Oh,
And he's
I am
literally
not
right
playing it.
outside there.
God.
He's right outside those walls.
Oh god.
So Leo, do you try to climb me through the window again, or are you actually walking through the front door when you get to
Oh
the
no, I
house?
walk through the front door because
Okay.
Yeah, I just walk in like nothing's happened.
Yeah.
So, do you guys have any requests you want me to play?
And the jungle. I'm not there, so I can't help.
Let's not get copyright stricken by Disney.
This is a small channel. Disney will not even know we exist.
And as long as it's under 6 seconds, it's fine.
That's fair. That's true. And also, it's not really.
Yeah. Exactly. We can make reference to a song, can't we?
Yes.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm going to do.
So
Do we
you
see
came here, but
Leo
where's-
walk in?
Oh yeah, I'm not like sneaky about it. I just walk in, just like, hi guys.
Oh, there's
And
the man. Speaking of the troll or the devil, or
You just call me a troll?
no, it's a saying. Speak of the devil, speak of the troll. I don't know. Like when you speak about someone and then they suddenly appear.
Right.
Haven't heard of that before.
You said speak of the cow, speak of the goat.
So basically the same, just different depending on where you're from.
Hmm.
Well, I guess that makes you definitely a farm boy. Sure.
I know what this needs. This evening needs. Does anyone have any alcohol?
Nope.
Oh, do I?
Did you?
I do not.
That
I,
is very
I definitely don't need any of that again.
I have a water skin with something in it.
Possibly water.
Possibly
Dead
water,
fly.
Most likely
possibly
water.
alcohol.
The dead fly doesn't count.
But where's
If you
Siri,
down
though?
it'll be a nice surprise.
Didn't Siri find you, Leo?
No,
Where's Siri?
Sirius out on the.
Not like
here.
he's asking. He's
Yeah,
asking.
Okay.
I have no idea. Is she looking for me? I'd also like to. You'd probably all notice that there's something I like different about Leo. He just seems a little bit more mature than when you saw him 3 hours ago.
He's a big farm boy now, people.
Oh.
Da, da, da.
Sorry, what sort of time is it now? Is it like early evening?
The sun has set and the moon is rising, so it's. I'd say early evening. This is Mediterranean area, so say 8-ish at night.
Okay, well, I'm gonna in that case go back outside the house, and go to that like little market guy there, and ask him if I can buy some drinks for us, myself and my companions.
Sure. Oh yes. Drinks. I do have a form of wine that you can buy.
A form of wine?
Well, it's fermented, but but it's not made from grapes.
Do you not have a tavern or inn here in this?
Well, we did, but it closed.
So no one is selling any drinks of any kind?
We don't really have a need for it at the moment.
Well, our group definitely has a need for it.
Tell you what, I'll give you these 2 bottles for free if you tell me how they were.
Okay. It's a deal.
Yeah, and he'll hand you 2 rather large bottles, like maybe this big, but
Okay.
this size. And they're corked with wooden stoppers.
I'll ask him. So, what did you make this with?
It's made with rye and honey and some berries from last year.
Edible berries, I'm assuming?
Edible, yes, edible. Well, they probably weren't, before when I filtered them out, but they were when I put them in.
Okay, well that's all right. Okay, well, thank you very much, and I will let you know how they are. And I look at him like my face kind of turns a bit serious, and I go, "But if you are experimenting on us with something which could potentially harm us, I will be back."
The only harm that you should experience is possibly alcohol poisoning.
That we can live with. And I'll take the bottles and I'll say, I will see you in the morning, probably late morning. And
Yes.
I'll take the bottles back to the group.
Yeah, you see the guy fidgeting as he goes and closes the door behind you. Yeah, absolutely. So basically, you have a form of sour beer. Yes, this guy has no idea. He just threw some stuff together that he knew would ferment naturally, and then threw some berries in for flavor.
Okay, nice. Sounds like something you could sell in a very expensive pub.
Yeah. If it doesn't kill you from alcohol poisoning.
Victor is walking outside to look for Siri.
Siri, you...
I will follow.
She's just enjoying, like, she haven't been close to the sea for weeks.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry, Victor. I can remember the way I went, and if she's gone to look for me, she probably followed me. So, I mean, if you want to check up there, and I'll go the way I went, it's up to you. We'll cover more ground.
I'll just make it easier. I step over here and I just yell, Siri! Where are you?
Yeah,
Siri!
with your passive perception, Siri, you have no problems hearing that. I'm pretty sure they could be echoing all to Melodies by this point. Sorry, my shirt got stuck on the wheel of my chair.
How long have I been outside? Ish?
Half an hour?
I've been away for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And he starts yelling after me.
He starts yelling, I start tracing back the way I went before, but I will activate my divine sense so I can detect any fiend, fae, undead as I go.
I mean, technically, according to the rules, I think tieflings count as fiends.
I think so.
I think
no,
so.
it is
I think in a
humanoids.
previous episode
Oh.
you had me see these two as another colour.
Oh,
so-
yeah, celestials. Because they're Nyxborn.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
And Victor's a love fiend.
Oh Jesus.
Demon.
I'm claiming that one as favorite moment. That's mine.
Siri, where are you?
And yeah, you can see traces of celestial from where Siri has walked, and in the distance you see as you move closer, the faint outline of Siri on the beach. It is still
guess she
very, very dark.
I think I
for
found
you.
it, Victor.
She's like sitting up and like brushing off,
I run instantly.
and she kind of like just walks around a corner and be like,
Siri, are you okay?
"It's been 30 minutes. It's fine. I was just watching the sea."
Kind of sigh and look at her and say, "It's not fine.
How is it not fine?
We just fought Triton and
And I
some
would
other
be-
things.
And I would be running back if I saw any. I have
Would you be
dark
able
vision.
to, if they caught you and dragged you into the sea?"
You know I can protect myself, right?
I know. I can protect myself too. Doesn't mean I don't get stabbed 13 times.
Hmm.
Just here about like 10 minutes ago, and it was pretty quiet.
Oh, you were?
That's besides the point. What I'm saying is, same for you as well, Leo. You were gone for quite some time. We
And
don't
if
know if we're still done here. We could be attacked while we're sleeping as well.
Well, just stretching my legs. You know, it's pretty stuck for a while, you know.
She's just looking back and forth between these two people and be like, "Okay, you were like looking at Victor. You worried too much. See, I'm fine. Nothing happened. I'm allowed to take walks, Victor."
That's not what I meant. Of course you are.
And then she points at Leo and be like, "And my cooking was apparently so bad you didn't eat." And she starts like walking off a little bit like,
I really want to grab her hand.
she just looks at the hand like,
That's not why I didn't eat.
"Was it because you couldn't cook?"
I was feeling pretty pretty down earlier, so I just wanted some time alone, and I lost my appetite.
Okay. Do you still want some food? I can still heat it up.
Sure. And like in that moment, you probably would have realised that Leo's a little bit different than before.
She kind of just like tilts her head a little bit like, "Hmm."
And then he realises he's holding her hand, and he lets go immediately.
"Oh, don't be shy."
I'm not. I kind of look towards the sea.
She kind of like smirks, like takes her hand behind her back and be like, "Oh, you don't want to share a bed with me?" And she starts like trotting off a little bit.
I immediately look at Victor.
Victor is cracking knuckles at the moment. Kind of like frustrating a bit, but then it's like thinking about what Drosan said. It's like,
As Siri gets a little bit distance away, I'll just be like, "No, Victor, we're friends, right? If you I'm just taking responsibility of something that might have happened, might not. I don't know. I'm a bit confused. But if you want me to back away, then that's fine. I'll back down. Not gonna let not gonna let this ruin our friendship. You know.
Leo, you are my friend. I owe you my life, and you protected Siri, which means I owe you my life 2 times. I owe you my life times.
You didn't need to squat in your place though, didn't you? I couldn't move, Victor.
I know. I noticed. It was kind of funny to watch, but
No, it wasn't funny for me at all.
I know. But I'm glad you're okay. And
Just smiles.
I want you to know that I don't necessarily want you to back off. I just want to make sure she's safe and not hurt by anyone. And I would give my life to switch places with you for this attention. But it's not mine to have. I'm only her bodyguard. And that's all I'm probably gonna be. I'm also not a good person.
I kind of walk back and I kind of like slap him on the back. Don't be stupid. Don't beat yourself down. We'll protect her together. It's fine.
Yeah, but I'm not a good person. Listen, I'm not a good person, but you are.
We can work on that.
Can you work on that?
Sure.
I'm not sure.
And then I go like
agree,
marching
but-
off. I got like the biggest grin on
You,
my
you
face.
can't. You can't just. You can't just. I'm gonna go and facepalm the wall.
Dira's just walk back in
And
and be like,
give a huge sigh, and then I'll.
Damaging property is probably not a good idea, Victor. Lesson 1 of being a good person.
Thanks for pointing it out. I facepalm the wall again. Like.
I'm just picturing
Alright.
this random villagers hearing this through their shutters, like, why? Just go.
It's definitely like that anime. Some people are doing something creepy down alleys. People walk past and they just like cover their child's eyes and just keep moving.
The
He
curtain
walks
switches.
back
The curtain switches
slowly.
are twitching.
is E2 still playing?
Yes.
She just comes in and hears like music and she's like, yes. Oh, I'm supposed to make. And she goes over, takes the bowl and starts heating it up. And then she looks to Josan and be like, I will never understand man.
Have
You're
you been
weird.
fighting again?
I have no idea.
When you say men, do you mean humans? Human men? Or just male equivalents of the
Sagers,
species?
humans, tieflings. One Lyonin, actually.
Well, that's good to say. And by do you know?
I just don't get it.
Male species.
Yeah.
Well, I would argue that the female species is quite equally as mysterious to us.
Yeah, fair enough.
It is the curse and the joy of the whole process.
Indeed.
Play us a song. Look to, and I'll whip out these bottles that I was given, and I say,
Yeah.
I hear these are very good, and I'm going to pour us myself, Siri, and Ethu a drink because the others are outside, I presume.
Did Victor and Leo come back?
Yeah, I'm basically just walking in and
Wouldn't this happen whilst you were having your talk?
yeah.
Cool. Well, as they come in, I'll just pour extra drinks, and yeah, I'll say, I think we deserve these. Here we go, and I'll pass them around.
She kind of like looks at the drink and be like, sniffing it. And first,
It smells like ale.
Well, you know what? This is the only alcoholic beverage in the whole village, and I was able to procure it, so I think we should just enjoy.
Sure.
she takes a very hesitant sip while placing the bowl that's heated up in front of Leo.
Thank you. I kind of beams a smile at you. Like, really pleased.
She just winks and tries. Is it good or is it bad?
It's fine. It is
Hey!
it has a very clear tone of alcohol. Like, it's the berries are softening the flavor of it, but you can definitely taste the alcohol.
Oh, it's fine. And she just shugs it down.
Give me a Constitution save.
Oh, shit. Oh, Constitution save. Oh,
Hey,
God.
first
this-
roll of the night.
I am fine.
Yes.
I have been
You-
drinking alcohol all my life.
Yes. You feel it burning down your throat. It's like,
She-
for being ale, it's exceptionally strong.
She just like shugs it down and like hits it on the table and be like, "That's the stuff."
Yeah.
Well, seeing Siri enjoy the ale so much, you two will definitely take it. Please just lie down, take up the cup that Frozen gave him, and down it.
Yeah, give me a Constitution save.
That's a shitty roll.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It burns the back of your throat. Like, really, really burns.
Is it good, Itu?
A bit stronger than I've had before for ale,
I'm
but
not drinking that.
She looks at Leo
I
and
also
is
have
like,
good going to it.
"Aw, you don't want another drink?"
Me neither.
I'll say to Leo, you don't have to down it at once, and I'll just like take a sip.
Yeah, it tingles on your tongue. It is, you can tell that it is very strong. But just like you would sip any strong alcohol, you can feel the burn, but it is not like a shock to your system.
So I'll say, like, I'll take a sip and I'll be like, it's nice. Come on, just take small sips.
Small sips? You're joking, right?
No,
You could
I'm
probably-
saying to Leo. I'm
You
saying
could
to
probably
Leo.
persuade me at a DC 14.
Well, yeah, if you want to, if Leo's okay with you persuading him, sure.
Okay.
Just a
I need
sip,
to roll?
Leo. It's fine.
I need to roll persuasion.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on.
Sometime today, D&D Beyond. Come on. There we go.
Oh,
yes.
yeah, definitely persuade him.
Just
Oh,
a sip.
Well, I suppose you didn't really react, so maybe it's not as strong as you made out. Oh, okay, I have a small bit.
Just you don't have to drink it all at once. Just take little sips.
I mean, there's
You
not
can
much.
take-
There's not much
take
in there.
mine
and
as well.
I just drink it, and I'm just gonna roll them.
Yeah, if you down it, yes, con save.
Oh god. He's gonna do fine this time. I believe in him.
Yes. I bet. Nope.
Oh fuck.
Nope.
It's like fire going down your throat.
What?
It doesn't
I'm
go well
down
with the. It doesn't go
Why?
down with the thing.
That's the spirit, boy. That'll
Why
put
did
some
you
hair in your
down it?
chest.
Yeah. Breathing out through your
So-
nose, you can just feel like your nose hairs are burning off.
I think the poison's still affecting me. I can't. Oh, my jaw hurts.
So she
Ah.
brings him like a cup of water and also the clothes, and she's like, "Well, I'm off to bed." And she kind of takes her tail and does like this on Leo and be like, "See you in bed then." And she goes off to her bedroom.
I'm gonna immediately.
She winks like this for everyone else, like,
If we all see this, I'm gonna go up to Victor and say, put my arm around his shoulders and say, "We'll have a drink with me."
I need a clear mind. Sorry. But you can have
Guys,
mine.
what does this mean?
This means you get another drink.
What does she mean? See me later.
Well, she's not a dentist.
It-
So what do you think?
Either she wants to get laid with you, or she just wants you to sleep with her, or
Again? We only
or
did it
she's
yesterday.
or she's having fun and just playing with you. Your decision. I need to do some stuff. And Victor is kind of like handing over the drink and says, "Here, you get this." And then I will find a bowl. And I want to fill it with water, and then I will try to find some candles if I can.
Sure. Rummaging through the drawers earlier, you did manage to find some candles that have almost all of them been, like, there are stubs left. Not a whole lot.
All right. I will take all of them.
Mhm.
And I guess I will take some small plates to put them on to not burn the floor or anything.
Sure.
And then I will go up to upstairs into Siri's room.
Jesus.
she's about to get undressed, and she's like,
Closing the door and turning around. Or, like, going out, closing the door.
Jesus, Victor, this is the
Didn't know we were
second
that
time.
fast.
This is the second time someone has. And she stops herself, like, "Oh,
Did I see the scars, by the way?
no, she was about to."
Okay. In that case, he's like, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
It's like dead quiet in her room.
Unless you tell me to acknowledge it and find the person who did it and beat them up, of course.
So she like fixes herself and just opens the door a little bit and be like, "What are you doing?"
As per usual.
We're safe here, Victor. I'm pretty sure no one's going to try and
I'm
catch
your
me here.
bodyguard. It's my job.
Fine.
It's fine until it's not. And if it's not, then it's my fault.
So you're making sure no one is going into my room.
And make sure no one's going into your room, yes. Unless you want
No.
them to. You seem to wanting
Yes.
Leo to come in. So if he comes in, then I'll go out.
And you're sure you're not scaring him away? Just sitting outside my bedroom.
I'm not sitting outside your bedroom, I'm sitting inside your bedroom.
Yeah, that's even weirder.
I've always done this.
And you are telling me I'm a grown woman and she smacks
It's
the door
part
in
of
his
my-
face
It's
and
part of my
locks
stand
it.
contract. Well, in that case, I'll just sit outside here then.
Can't you just get your own bedroom? She's like basically yelling, so most likely everyone is hearing her. Everyone is hearing this, like,
I haven't slept in my own bedroom for over 6 months. Shouldn't we be used to this by
exactly!
now?
Go get a fucking bedroom! It's like, how many bedrooms are there in here?
There are at least 3 rooms that you can use as bedrooms, plus the living room, where there are like.
Is there
You
a
can go
room?
sleep with Itu or something.
Is there a
Or
room
Josen!
directly?
Him and Josen have been talking a lot.
Like connected to us, like wall to wall.
Back there, yes, there will be.
Fine, I'll be in the room next door.
Yes, and I will be telling you if someone enters my room without my acknowledgement.
Promise.
I promise. And she unlocks the doors and be like having like puppy dog eyes like, see, I'm fine, I'm not lying. If Drosen comes in, I'm gonna yell. Or Itu or
I wouldn't be
something.
worried if Drosen entered. He's a good
So,
guy.
yeah, horses.
I would be worried about Drosan getting down the stairs again.
You would hear him coming up.
That would be worrisome, yes.
We both know no one is going to enter this room.
Well, you invited Leo, so apparently
Yeah,
he's going to enter the room.
and you think he's going to enter.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I would.
But that's fine. If that's what you want.
And she closes the door slowly again, like, good night, Victor. Sleep tight.
Good night. And
Grumpy face, and she closes the door.
you can see her carrying a lot of candles and
Oh,
a bowl
not
of water.
Oh, not again.
How many?
You have
books-
not seen him do this before.
Some time, but she kind of knows what he's up to.
No.
Oh.
You have never
Soap
seen him do
opera.
this before. He's never done this before.
So she, like, good night, Victor. Sleep tight, grumpy face, and she closes the door.
Good night. He goes into the next room and then puts the bowl of water on the ground. And then puts the candles and the plates around the bowl. And lights all the candles.
Ooh,
And
summoning some demons.
He washes his face with water. And then starts to just meditate again. But not standing still. He's doing movements. Kind of thinking back on his training with his master. And thinking back on different paths and deciding on what next path is going to be, and is thinking that his main priority is to find out the truth in everything and make sure that everything comes as it should be where it come from, and just meditates, trying to relax and not focus on Siri at all. And after like maybe 30 minutes he blows out all the candles and pours the rest of the water in the bowl all over him, and then goes to bed.
Nice. So yeah. What
We're
are
gonna have a
the...
wet dream.
Oh, with all that water on top of him. What are the rest of you doing?
Well,
I'm pouring drinks for everybody downstairs.
we're drinking. We're drinking, playing music, and just being merry.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
Just having a grand old good time.
Is Leo still down with us? Downstairs.
Fine.
It was just.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in a moment.
Oh god, another dad talk.
No, not at all.
Okay.
I'm just gonna give him another drink, and we'll say, "This one, I want you to sip it slowly, enjoy."
Don't sip. Come
And
on,
I'll
just
look-
down into one go. It'll put hand in your chest.
I'll look
It will
to
make you a man.
I look to Ethan and go, "Just let him get into it slowly. Come on, he's you know, he's not as experienced as you."
Or me.
How old is
Yeah,
Leo
but you're
again?
upstairs.
Yeah, but just saying.
He is 22, but he seems a little older.
Older? I thought he was looking young.
He,
I thought
he,
he's-
was, he was until you see him this evening.
Now he looks a little older. How old is Dvozen?
I think I'm 30. Hang on one second. Oh, sorry. I need to just quickly double check.
You're 30? Because I should be running stuff like this down, but I keep forgetting to do so.
Yeah, no, sorry. I do have it written down. I think I'm like 35 or something. Okay.
Okay, so you're definitely the oldest among us. Dad of the
It's still
party.
not. It's not old. I mean, she's 35.
I mean, I'm 36. So...
Yeah, and I thought she was younger.
Aw.
And I'm 32.
But like the
That's
oldest
not
in the
because-
party.
Yeah.
Yeah, oldest in the party. He's like
Yeah.
the dad
Oldest in the
character in the party.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like looking at these guys like, because also with my you know, setup. I think I kind of like I'm married. Well, not married. Whatever the equivalent of Centaur's marriage is. Quite young. So I'm like, you know, I'm experienced. Yeah, old man, even at 35.
He's experienced, people.
35, you know, I'm a dad, you know, that kind of thing.
He knows things.
He knows
Yeah.
things. He knows how things work.
Yeah.
Are you coming across like that in character, by the way?
No, that was out of check. Just curious.
Yeah. Okay.
How to act. But yeah, Ito will down his last drink. He will
Yeah.
put his lyre away, and we've had drinks, we've had music. Now it's time to sleep it off. And he will walk up the stairs. And how many rooms are there?
There are 3 bedrooms and the living room and a kitchen.
3 bedrooms.
Yes.
So let's number them 1 to 3. Which one are?
For God's sake,
Victor
don't walk in on
and,
me when I'm
Syrian.
undressing again.
So yeah, so let's call series room number 1. So Victor would be number 2, and number 3 would be completely free.
Enter.
Just for the
Work.
record, I'll be sleeping down in the living room because I can't go up and downstairs.
Why does it not work? /R1D3.
Do you make a
Bonus.
space between?
Yes.
I don't know.
Make a 1d4 minus 1.
You can roll. Oh, you can roll a d3 in. Oh, yeah. You need. I'm not sure.
That doesn't work.
I'm not sure you can.
What does it
It
have?
needs to be a space between.
Ah, so it does not accept anything but actual dice.
For
Yeah, okay.
fuck's sake.
So I am rolling it in the Discord. In clickety clack.
I'm gonna interrupt E3 before he goes through a door. It doesn't matter what.
No,
door it is.
fuck that. 1d3.
Oh, you're getting it.
1.
Yes.
I am walking up to the first room and opening at the door.
She's basically halfway undressed again. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Ether, you peeping Tom.
What peeping Tom? I'm just looking for a room to sleep.
And she's
It's a
like,
habit.
"You get the fuck out."
There's not a free bed in here?
No,
Okay,
not
and
for
the door
you.
closes. Well, let's go to the next room. Victor's.
Does Victor hear this?
So I walk to Victor's room.
It depends on
Second
how
room.
long it has been.
It's like there's a few second interaction.
About since he was doing the meditation and stuff, and then went to sleep.
I'd
so-
say that they've been drinking far longer than you were meditating.
Oh, very
All
true.
right.
But you would have also heard Siri go, "Get out," and Ether just going, "Yeah."
He's gonna just roll his eyes, basically.
Great. Then next door.
Yep.
I open it.
That would be Victor's room.
Yes.
Does it open outwards or inwards, by the way?
Inwards.
That makes more sense in what.
Oh, okay.
It's
yeah.
not on the nose.
So
Is he
yeah,
listening?
door opens, Itu looks in, sees Victor. Are there like multiple beds or just one big bed or?
You would basically watch his staff fall on the floor or hear it. And Victor's like, I guess you're looking for some place to sleep.
Yeah. There
Yeah,
are
the
two
bed here.
Two beds in the room Victor is in.
Well,
Great, seeing the empty bed, I walk
Take
in, close
one.
the door, and take off what little clothing I actually wear.
also a tip: just knock before you open a door next time. It's
Why?
common courtesy.
Is it?
Yeah. Especially in civilized areas.
There we go. That explains why I never heard of it.
Or you to have seen more of Sirius' body than everyone else in the party.
Okay. Well, grab a bed, I guess.
But step one.
Don't face palm walls.
Yeah. Don't damage property.
Is there a window in the room, by the way?
Yeah, there would be. It's
In that case, you can see a string attached from the window to Victor's fingers, or one of his fingers.
You scared by someone breaking in?
Not scared. Just want to be prepared, as I prefer not to be stabbed in my sleep.
Yeah, I can get that. It's always bad being stabbed in the back when you sleep. But you don't need to worry, that's only the coward's way. Then
There's a
again,
lot of
all
cowards
those
in this world.
Titans were cowards, so...
There's a lot of
They might
cowards
come
in this
back.
world. These stab wounds were made by cowards, so
Did you get to kill them later?
I killed them.
Good, it's less cowards in the world.
I died for it, though. Or
Well,
almost.
you obviously got better. Like, we
do
are,
that.
we are on a
Drinking.
quest for the Ferryman, where
that's-
people coming back. That is not a affiliation that's like, okay. It's actually pretty common. I'm not saying common, but the knowledge that it's possible is there.
I have Eros and Leo to thank for that, but otherwise I would have been dead.
Good. Trust in our God. Wait, you already told me the story.
Yeah.
Siri has finally found the bed, undressed, hopefully not interrupted.
no.
It depends if the paladin decides to roll dice as well.
He's too shy.
Yeah, it would
You
be.
never know, he might get drunk.
It's a double bed.
He's not
Siri.
drunk. Yeah. She enjoys it. Big bed.
Drows are in right now.
Are you still with me?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, so at this point I guess we're carrying on drinking, right? Are you
I'm taking the smallest sip, which is probably not even anything.
at this point I'm pulling out like little parchments of like drawings of my children. And I'm showing them to you, like, see, these are my kids.
How many do you have?
Just the two, and this picture of two little centaurs.
Aww.
These are my children.
You
I
have
miss
to
them.
you have to show Siri that. You have to show her.
When did you get married?
Well, yeah, I guess our equivalent of marriage. I was probably about 25, and yeah, 25 years old, and we had children soon after, and yeah, now I'm 35. So
Was it love at first sight, or was it I don't know, fate?
no, just love at first sight, I guess. I mean, I've always. She was in my village, and I've always been attracted to her. And she would never give me the time of day, until eventually I saved her from some marauders from the who were in our territory. And after that, yeah, she looked at me differently, and yeah, we soon got together and fell in love, and that was it. So, I love you. I don't speak French. French is not on my character sheet. And so it goes.
Did your wife ever like brush her tail against you and say, "See you in bed"?
Yes, many times.
Yeah, I immediately turned red.
You seem a bit worried.
Not worried. Nervous, I guess.
Well, you know what? I think the best thing to do would be to go upstairs and go and see Siri and have a conversation with her. And what comes from that, you know, would happen naturally. If something happens, then something happens. If something doesn't, then that's it. Don't worry about Victor. I've had a chat with him.
I mean, I'm not worried about Victor, but
Maybe there's something between you, and you need to explore that, because love is a very special thing.
well, I mean, where I'm from. Oh boy, I can't believe I'm talking about this. Just check that no one's actually around. Well, my parents didn't have sex until they were married, and I kind of feel a bit bad.
That's what they told you. They probably told you they only had sex once, and then you were born.
Oh man,
Alright?
I didn't think I was ready for that.
Your parents went at it like rabbits.
Yeah, I'm gonna neck the shot in front of me now because you said that, and this will affect what I do.
Have you checked your armor and stuff?
My armor?
Yeah.
No, I
She
haven't
put-
actually.
She
Okay,
placed
wait.
it right beside your bowl.
Is that a note?
No?
Okay, yeah, that'll affect my roll still then. So I neck the shot and I like wince my eyes because it's really strong, and I managed to like not get influenced by it, and then I kind of look to my bowl and I see my stuff nicely made. There's 5 gold pieces on it, did you say?
Yeah, she fixed your armor with mending, so it looks much nicer than it was. And she also fixed your shirt and embroidered like kind of like leaves onto the neck.
kind of take the old shirt off and put this on.
Joseph's gonna be like, she fixed my stuff too.
I'm not getting mixed up now.
I guess I'll see you in the morning, Josie. You sleep well, okay?
They're on friend terms, Josie.
Leo's drunk.
I just kind of pat his horse back, and I'll go upstairs.
Before he runs upstairs, I'm just going to say to him, just remember what I said. The best thing to do is have a chat. What happens, happens. And if it's meant to be, it is meant to be.
I'll go bright red again. I was going to have a chat. Oh, nothing else.
And I was got like this.
Jesus. And I make my way upstairs to the door. I think is serious because of all the noise from earlier. Could I fathom that this is her door because all the shouting was coming from that side of the house?
Sure.
Yeah. I just stand there for like a minute, like trying to pluck the courage up. And I do a little small, really quiet knock.
Am I awake? I most likely am awake. It hasn't been that far. So she kind of like takes like the whole bed sheet around her. Just walks up and she thinks it's Victor again. And she's like opening a little bit like, oh. Oh. Didn't see that one coming. Something you want, Leo?
Just wanted to say thank you for fixing my clothes.
She just gives him like a warm smile like, you're welcome. Anything else?
And to be honest, can I come in? I kind of closed my eyes quite tightly because I was embarrassed to say it, and I'm trying to stop myself from being really embarrassed.
And she kind of like opens the door, kind of like, yeah.
Kind of walking. I've suddenly become really stiff again, like I'm paralyzed again. I just walk in quite rigid.
Leo, if you're uncomfortable, you can go get another room if you want to.
Is there any spare rooms?
There's one.
I believe it is. It's 3 bedrooms here, and I believe Itu and Victor is sharing a room.
Well, if you don't mind, I'm happy to stay if you'll have me.
Cute.
She kind of like just curls her tail around one of his legs and be like, I don't mind.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
And that is where we're gonna fade to black.
Yes! Thank you!
Because I don't want to get banned.
No, we don't.
Do we hear the sound of beds squeaking?
I don't think
the room
that's
itself.
what's happening.
No.
No,
You
I'm
never
thinking that.
know.
They're just sleeping in the same bed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, poor Victor.
I'm feeling that old-timey, courting stuff that I've read about one of
I
the
did
guys.
not imagine Drosen being like that at all. I was like, no one's entering my room,
Wait,
so I'm
hold on a
fine.
second.
Me?
We're not
Yes, you.
wrapping the
Me.
session yet.
Here.
I'm just fading it to
Yeah,
black.
it's
We're
you.
not wrapping the
thank God.
session yet.
Oh, thank God.
And we talk into the night.
Um,
And I probably fall asleep first.
Yep.
as
She-
you settle down. Yep.
Most likely she kind of like sticks close to the sheet because she doesn't want to show stuff. But she's kind of curled up next to him.
Nice. Victor, you're the one who took the coin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Could you give me a straight D20 roll?
That could be arranged.
And then anyone else, if you could roll me a D6.
Sure, D6.
Just one person rolling a d6.
Yeah, just one person rolling a D6.
There you go, this is 6.
You died.
Son, you dead.
Looking at the table, 15, 6. You are
Yep.
now cursed.
No.
Oh.
On a 1, you would have not have gotten a long rest.
Oh.
But as you settle down to sleep and your consciousness drifts into a dream, around you vine seems to sprout from the ground. The vine seems to be on fire, covering, creating a cathedral across a vast field of growing rye and what would grow there? No, just rye. Like from horizon to horizon, these vines seem to cover this field until at the end of this massive roof, at the top of it, you see a large black skull staring down. Its eyes are blazing with a green fire. As you take more steps towards the horizon in front of you, a figure comes forward, standing under this burning skull. He turns around in robes as red as the vines, and from his maw, there's not even a real mouth there, you see black, almost ink just run down. In his hand, he holds a staff with spikes at the top. And he grins at you, more of that black ichor running down his blood-red robes. And as he takes a step forwards, that is where you wake up, Victor.
Well, that was a dream. So basically a cathedral of vines that was on fire, and there was
Yeah.
the skull.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. I'm gonna get up. And I'm gonna go and knock on Siri's door.
She's still sleeping, I guess.
Yeah, you would be. This is middle of the night.
She's like, I guess she's now like cuddled up to Leo, so she's like, what?
Can I come in?
And she kind of like wakes up and like sees Leo, and she's like, no.
Wake me up.
Well, I'm sorry for before then. But I had a vision.
She stands up from the bed and like takes on pants and her shirt. I guess maybe waking up Leo while leaving. And she kind of like opens the door, kind of like really like trying not to show. Like, yeah? You want to go downstairs talking? Yeah?
Insight check.
Sure.
Do I have to roll deception?
If you want, yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You have to beat an 11. Yeah. You have no problems beating 11.
You want to go downstairs talking? Something happened?
No, I just wanted to let you know. There's like this dark cathedral of vines. It's burning. And I saw this skull, blazing eyes. It had this staff with claws on it.
Have I heard of anything like it before?
Give me a history check. It sounds familiar, but you cannot put your finger on it. It's right there in the back of your mind, but like, no.
I'm still a little bit sleepy. If you ask me, maybe in the morning I might remember something. But I feel like I heard something about it. I'm
Alright.
really sleepy. It's been a long day, Victor. Fishman. Paralyzing.
Yeah.
A lot of blood.
I'm gonna go check with Leo as well, so... good night.
Yeah.
And that is where we're gonna leave this session.